Good morning. Today we are going to read a new poem that is The Mountain and the Squirrel. Before starting the poem, let me ask you one thing. Are all your fingers equal in size? Obviously, no. But do you think one finger is less important than the other? Is your small finger less important than your middle finger? Or your thumb less important than your index finger? No, no ways. All the fingers are equally important for us. Do you think that our left eye is more important than our right eye? No. So same way, everything in this world is equally important. Everything, every living thing or non-living thing on earth is equally important. Nothing is superior or inferior to any other. This is the message of the poem that you are going to read, isn't it? What about a big coconut tree? When heavy rain or flood comes, it may be uprooted. But what about a tiny grass? Sometimes it may be holding on to the soil. This poem starts with a quarrel between a mountain and a squirrel. Quarrel means a not so serious fight. A quarrel when we are angry or when we are upset, when we get agitated, we quarrel with each other. So it's not a serious fight. They started a quarrel. And the argument begins when the mountain calls the squirrel little prig. A prig, is a person who thinks that he is self righteous, who thinks that he is morally superior to others. Understood? So we can see the mountain mocking the squirrel for its small size and possibly for not giving the big mountain the special attention. Understood? Mountain is angry because the squirrel is not giving it importance, special attention. Okay. So why did the mountain and the squirrel have a quarrel? They had a quarrel as the mountain thought itself to be more important than the squirrel for its size and might. Now the squirrel, who is named Bun, the poet is calling the squirrel Bun, giving less importance. Okay, the squirrel named Bun, it accepts what the mountain says and it says you are doubtless very big. The squirrel continues its argument. It says that all kinds of things, however small or big, stays together to make the sphere. Sphere means world, what it is now. The world, what it is now, is made by all the things on this world. Understood? Everything has a reason to exist. Every being, every creature has a reason to exist. If anything goes missing, the balance will be disturbed. I think you have studied in your science textbook. If rats grow in plenty, it will destroy your crops. So there is snakes to kill the rats. And in turn, the snakes are killed and eaten by big birds like eagle and all. So everything on this earth is balanced. Butterfly is a very small insect, but it is very important for the pollination in plants. If plants want to reproduce, it needs the help of butterfly. It carries pollen grains from one plant to one flower to another. So it's very tiny, but it is very important. Understood? So there is no difference. There is no meaning in size of an animal or a bird. Every creature on this world has its own role to play. They are all equally important. Do you think that the squirrel is really wise? Yes, of course, the squirrel is really wise, right? And it is highlighting the theme of life in harmony with all existence. Understood? Everyone has their value and their own specific role to play in this creation of God, right? The squirrel has no issue with its small size, right? And it finds no disgrace. I think it no disgrace to occupy my place, it is telling. It finds no disgrace. Disgrace means dishonor. Dishonor to occupy a small place on this earth as a small creature. It agrees that it is a small creature and it finds no dishonor to occupy that small place. It lives its own way and plays its role as given by the nature. It's like a one-sided argument now. Now the squirrel is challenging the mountain by saying that small size has its own benefit too. It says the mountain may be large and powerful, but a mountain by itself is a place. It cannot move from one place to another. we can see huge forest on its back. It may be covered with forest, right? You can see the large size is the mountain's strength. But what about the squirrel? The small size is its strength. The size of the squirrel makes it flexible, right? It can move faster from one place to another. But a mountain cannot move from one place to another. It is not active. It is half as active as a squirrel, right? And if the large size is the mountain's strength, lack of movement or inactiveness is its weakness. But a squirrel's strength is its power to move from one place to another. So you understand that no one is perfect in this world. And we should not boast of our size and ability. We should never boast of our ability. Okay. In the last stanza, you can see the squirrel accepts the mountain's strength. It knows that a very nice path can be made for the squirrel through the forest on the mountain's back. Squirrel track, a very pretty squirrel track, means a pretty path, a way for the squirrel to move through the forest. It can be made, or it is boasting, it can be made on the mountain's back. The squirrel again says, talents differ, all is well and wisely put. The squirrel asserts that everyone has got its own talent, though they might be different. And it also believes that everything has its value and is well organized by God, right? Nobody is belittled. No one should be considered as little. In the last two lines, the squirrel is proving that if the squirrel cannot carry a forest on its back like the mountain cannot crack a nut like the squirrel. Understood? So everyone has their limits. They should not be compared. And in this poem, the squirrel brings the message that nobody is flawless, nobody is without any wrong, without any mistake. Mountain is not able to see its own weakness. It is considering the squirrel very low, and it is trying to mock the squirrel. So I hope you have understood the poem. I have given a brief explanation. Read the poem very well and do the activities. Write the question answers given there. Okay, on page number 76. Let's revisit the poem. When you come tomorrow, I will ask you questions. Do all the activities on page number 76 and 77. Okay. I won't be explaining the poem again. You have to read it and understand yourself again. Do the activities. You can clear your doubts tomorrow when you come to school. Okay, thank you.